If you've ever wanted or just needed to have a single person phone plan, you will find very quickly that it can be really expensive. There's companies that have like $70 or $80 a month for a phone plan for one person. But I'm here to tell you that I found a company that offers unlimited data, unlimited texting and calls for one person at $40 a month. So a little background, back when I first started being an adult and being out on my own, and I wanted to be like independent, and I wanted to like remove myself financially from my parents, so I wanted to get my own phone plan. And I was looking around and I was like, these are really expensive and I don't want to like pay that much. At one point I found one called it's called Project Fi. It's like Google's phone plan, and I like that, and I had it for a couple years. What I didn't like was that it wasn't unlimited. It was like 2 GB of data for a month for like $30, I think, at the time, and then if you went over that you had to pay more. So I wanted something that was truly unlimited, and I found the company Visible. So let me give you some facts about Visible. Like I said, $40 a month, unlimited data, text messages, and minutes, including Wi-Fi calling and a mobile hotspot. A major thing, you get to keep your same phone number that you had from your previous phone company. So if you're moving from like AT&T and then you want to pick Visible, you can still keep your same phone number. That was a concern for me. I've had the same phone number since the 8th grade and I really wanted to keep it. So I was really happy about that. There are no hidden fees, no contracts, so it's a monthly plan. If you try it for 1 month, don't like it, no problem. You can cancel it at just like any other subscription. Another big selling point for me is that they use the same like towers as Verizon. So it's like the same quality as Verizon. And I don't know about y'all, but for me, I felt like Verizon has a really big reputation for like having really good cell phone service, that their calls don't drop and things like that. So for me, it was nice to know that they use the same towers as Verizon. And I know I'm talking about this as a single plan, but they do have like group plans if you want, or a family plan, and they call it their party pay. So it's up to 4 people and it reduces the price that you pay by $5 for every person that you add on. So me, a single person, I'm paying $40 a month, but if I wanted to join or bring on someone to my plan, then each of us would pay $35 a month. If we bring on a third person, then each of us are paying $30 a month. If we bring on that fourth final person, then each of us are paying $25 a month. And through all those, no matter how many people are on your plan, everything is still unlimited, which is nice. And as far as coverage, like I said before, they use the same towers as Verizon. So if you're in an area that has good service for Verizon, then it probably have good service for you. But if you're unsure, they do have a website and a map on their website that shows the whole country, so you can see how good your coverage is in your area. One thing to note, Visible can be used on Android and iPhones. I don't think it's compatible with like every single Android out there, but they have a page on their website where you can go and you can check and see if your phone would be compatible with them. And while we're on the subject of phones, you can either buy a new phone through them or whatever phone that you currently have, as long as it's compatible, it will work with a Visible SIM card. A big thing to know up front, so this is a completely online company. There are no stores. Everything is done online. You can chat with someone. They have like a chatbot type thing, so you can type questions to someone, and I think you can call people, but there's no in-person interaction. For me, that's fine. I think with my generation, like I'm pretty used to doing like everything online. If that would be a new experience for you, then that is something to consider. I haven't had any issues with everything being online. I've had Visible for more than a year at this point, and it's been fine. One other thing that I thought was cool If you do switch to them, they sometimes have promotionals going. So when I switched over, I think I got like $100 like Visa, like a virtual MasterCard that I could spend on like whatever I wanted, which was really cool. And I did take advantage of that. And I think at the time that I was like taking notes for this video, I think they were offering like $150 prepaid MasterCard virtual account. So I don't know what's gonna be offered at the time that you see this video, but that's also something to keep in mind. So those are kind of like the facts about it, but I wanted to talk about my personal experience. Like I said, I've had Visible for almost a year exactly, maybe a little more than a year, and no issues whatsoever. I get service in pretty much everywhere that I go, unless I'm like, there was one time that I was driving in like really country areas, and I was driving and I was trying to talk to my mom, and she said that I was like going in and out, but again, like that's to be expected, like in really rural areas like that. But where I currently live, well, where I actually live, like nothing's ever happened. I sound great on all my phone calls. With us being remote, and I've had to like call in for meetings for work, my audio sounds good, so no complaints there. I've traveled to other states to see family or friends, and my service has been the same experience when I'm traveling as well. As far as the setup, that was really easy. They mailed everything, so once I like went online and paid, like set up my account, they mailed me a SIM card within like 1 or 2 days. And as long as you've put in a SIM card into a phone before, then like there shouldn't be any issues. But if you haven't, they also include like step-by-step directions of how to transfer everything. And that was a year ago, so I don't remember everything exactly, but like I don't remember having any issues with it. So it was a pretty quick and like seamless experience. There is one thing I haven't liked, and I don't know if that's unique to Visible or any cell phone provider, but I wanted to change my billing date. For me personally, I like it when my bills are due at the beginning of the month, just because like mentally it's like, oh, this is the day that I pay everything, and then the rest of the month I don't have to, like I don't owe anything. So I wanted to move my billing date to the beginning of the month, and they told me I can't do that basically. Like I would have to cancel my account and then reactivate my account on the first of the month if I wanted to do that. And I didn't want to do that because my current billing date is in the middle of the month, so I'd have to wait. So like I wouldn't have a phone basically for 2 weeks, so that's not like realistic for me. So I didn't do that, and my billing date is still the same. So I don't know if that is something that you would ever want to do. That may just be like a me thing who would want to change the billing date, but I just wanted to put that out there in case anyone does want to do that. You can't, so plan ahead. One other thing, it hasn't been an issue, but just putting it out there, they do sometimes do updates to their like towers or whatever. I don't know what they're doing, but they'll send emails and then say like, hey, we're updating this between these hours, heads up in case you like your calls get dropped or anything. But for me, they've always done it during hours that like I wouldn't be awake or like it wouldn't matter. So I haven't personally been affected by that, but they do tell you in advance like, hey, we're updating whatever during this time period on this day. So you can plan in advance for it. But that pretty much summarizes my experience. So I would recommend it to anybody. I think like 10 out of 10, I would recommend it. I haven't had any issues. I love the fact that everything is unlimited. It was easy to set up. I haven't had any quality issues with any of my phone calls. So yeah, I would recommend it if anyone out there is trying to save money on their cell phone provider. It's only $40 a month. That is pretty hard to beat, especially with unlimited everything. So I would say give it a try. I think that, the big companies like the Verizons, T-Mobiles, AT&T, those get a lot of attention. But if you do want to save money, there are other alternatives out there. They're just not as popular. But as far as quality goes, I would say it's the same as any other big name cell phone company or provider. So give them a shot. If you think that you're interested in trying out Visible, down below in the description box, I'm going to have my referral link so that you can set everything up and get started. So I hope this video was helpful. Give it a thumbs up if it was. Make sure that you're subscribed to the channel. Leave some comments down below. If you know of anything that has a better offer than Visible, then let us all know. I'm interested in finding out myself. And share this video if you think that it'd be helpful to anyone else. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.